Was too impressed niggas with my burden. Now I'm trying to do shit that nobody know behind it. Cause most these niggas lying about it stuff. One time for the most high, you ain't getting cut through. Cause all I ever wanted was the Spanish style focus. No ain't steady cash, now I know they wouldn't have. They got all these step by dollars. So niggas know I was a big day. Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be critical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my ways. Pick back and learn first. Just revenge in my heart. The truth in every word. Bring light into the dark. Night never do more. Shit, I blaze it in the season. Got plenty food for thought. Just gotta watch who I'm feeding. Now they're walking with the angels. So I guess I got this business for no reason. Niggas bad and breathing, criticizing all my achievements. Won't make me weak. Nah, it won't make me slack off. These niggas bad and fat soft. Better bear with me, so back off. I be ripping shit like Septo. Dumb dogs all locked out. I say I'm up for. No room for emotion. So I pour my heart out. This go hard when I ain't in the state. And if it ain't U.P.K, then they in the way. My niggas righteous, they really get down with something. Flow so deep, you drown a motherfucker. He say he in the truth, oh yeah? No, it's the home. And I don't hate them, brother. I'm just too loyal to my own. That's what they believe. Follow me to follow. Don't rank me no head. Not even this body. Hollow. So when they ask some U.P.K, tell them absolutely. And I ain't sure of my ways, but never got extra treatment. Cause I can never doubt my tail tucked between my legs. Shit I be thinking, watching my daughters tucked in their bed. They so smart, and a lot of shit so beautiful. But they ain't like other babies, and they dead and far from useful. Now I'm missing cause I'm about my father's business. And they thought the shit I used to do when they died, they ain't dead. See, without wisdom, this world made me weak. I found out that the truth was spilling. The lies are sweet. Tried everything. I guess me and YAHANNA hated me. Now I make the blind see. And I make the dead speak. And teach both my little girls the day and day. Lie with a man. They better bring the bloody bed sheets. Chaos spent the time. This blood makes my headpiece. And I ain't trying to take them out, but I will defend this house. Or take a check. 144 and then black trips on some hitman shit. She called it 47. Praying for our Me and my soldiers dressed for the way, fuck the fame. S.KYPE tell them I'm going to the king. To the righteous reign. Going to the king. I'm walking straight like a rocket tank. Going to the king. Don't say hey. The beats are going to the king. Bring the hot back to me. Going to the king. To the righteous reign. Going to the king. I'm walking straight like a rocket tank. Going to the king. Don't say hey. The beats are going to the king. Bring the hot back to me. Going to the king.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shimi Hawashai Barakatham, Yahweh Shamal Alathan Bahashimi Hawashai. Okay, this is the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Okay, and this is the Lashawan Qadash, Florida Lashawan Qadash class. Okay, the water for everybody that's in the class. Okay, and you know what I mean, that's here, you know what I'm saying, usual suspects, anybody who's new to the class. Okay, shalom to y'all. Okay, listen, give me a few minutes, okay, and we'll get it jumping. Okay, I put the link into the chat. Okay, if you want to jump in and go live with me, okay, you can go ahead and hit the link and I'll get you into the class. Okay, so just give me a few minutes and we'll get it going. Okay, for a while.
We know that you're real, so can you follow through? Father, have mercy on the call. Keep it on to the team. U.P.K. Clip Kings. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck. Emma Young did the sweet. This a whole other way, boy. Tell her get the fuck off the beach, boy. I'm interfering with the cleats. Ain't one of us here to preach. They're gonna do all black, gonna jam, man. All the niggas gonna treat. Gonna do all black, gonna jam, man. All the niggas gonna treat. I'm interfering with the cleats. Ain't one of us here to preach. Gonna do all black, gonna jam, man. All the niggas gonna treat, boy. This shit is too weak. I'm gonna go, but they don't believe. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming, bending, beats. And the devil screaming out, blood first. Nobody cut the curse. On my pride, it's a work. Sorry, all the lines, they ain't work. Niggas weak, they the church. On my way, nigga, let me serve. They cross the line, I'm gonna back up, and I'ma hit his ass with his life. And I come through 300 strong, 144 when he at night. Put my niggas weak. Bitch, when the light is that all y'all do sweet. Tell y'all to do sweet. The nigga made the wrong move, ain't making things out the lead. Can't one of us hit the lead. One of us hit the break. Come through all black, got a jack, man. All the niggas go treat. I keep it all to the team. U.P.K. play the keys. Ain't shit sweet, got So that M.A.W. is sweet. This a whole other way. Tell them get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. Any one of us here breach. They're gonna do all black colors, jack, man. All the niggas on the tree. Gonna do all black colors, jack, man. All the niggas on the tree. I'm in the field with the cleats. Any one of us here breach. Gonna do all black colors, jack, man. All the niggas on the tree. You gonna just look at my face and come for real big. I hit the street with all my people in the field with. You saw this guy just act up on the field with. And till my pockets on the move it, I can steal it. I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on like January. Command General to the visionary. No food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's for time for people. Think you hard, nigga, you can't. But with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We fall up in ranks. We ride bad, this rap shit. All black, no white shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on, that's cap shit. I can't know to the tip. You
Hey, shalom, sir. Y'all bashim yashabrakta.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Shabrakatah, Officer Sharatazak. What's going on, warrior?
Hey, shalom, sir. Yabashikta.
Most High Christ. What's going on with you, soldier? All right, so I.S.U.P.K, Florida, Lashawan, Qadash. Okay. Already got some words on the board. Okay, but what I usually do is we start the class by reciting the sounds, okay, of the symbols, okay. You're the only one that's clicked the link. It's usually, a few other sisters and brothers up in here. So what I'm going to do is just give them a chance to go ahead and jump into the class. All right, Sharatazak? So just give me a couple more minutes. Give me a couple more minutes, and I'm going to wait and see if anybody else want to jump into class.
Final call, sir.
All right. Let me see. What we got going on? Okay, Officer Magazar, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Shabrakatah to you. Okay. Tharapa'ah, Banyanyan. Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Okay. Mario. Young man Mario. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Barakatah to you. Who else we got? Mashamar. Officer, is that Officer Mashamar? Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. Just art and paint. Okay. Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Sister Darsha. Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Hashem Yahushai. KJ. Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatan Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Okay. Bruno. No, that. Rooney, okay. Shamal, Yahweh Shamal, done by Shimi Shai. Brandy, what's going on with you? Shalom, Yahweh Shamal, done by Shimi Shai. Okay. Okay, I got KJ. Is this KJ? Yep. Sister KJ always in the building. What's going on with your sis?
Shalom, Shema, Lathabashim, Yahushua.
Shalom, Yahweh Shamal, Alathan, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Let me fix this camera so y'all can see the board right. Is that better? See the board?
Khan, sir.
Okay, Sharatz is up. Officer Sharatz is up. Okay, if you got anything, brother, that you want to bring out or, present in the class, you go ahead and let me know. Okay, if you need to go ahead and text me something or whatever, you can do that. Okay, this brother is a little, Officer Sharatazah is a little more, I won't even say a little, he's a lot more adequate with this Hebrew than I am. Okay, I just happen to be the brother that has been chosen to run this class and get it up and running every Friday. Okay, but there's plenty brothers in here that are very knowledgeable with this Lashawan Qadash. Okay, so don't think that these brothers don't know what's up and what's going on with this language. Okay, Sharatazah is very, very adequate with the Hebrew. Okay, and if you are in our Sabbath services, you will know that this brother, he helps me out as we're reading every Saturday and, learning how to, take this language that we have and understand it and use it. He helps me out a lot, okay? So the water to you, Officer Sharatazah, I appreciate everything that you do on a daily basis for this school and for myself, okay? And I just want to say the water to you, for myself, so you would know that, okay?
Khan, sir. Most High in Christ. Water to you, sir. You know what I mean? I'm just as fluent in the Hebrew as I'm learning as I go, man. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much on the same page, though, sir.
Stop being modest.
I
This
can't
brother
say
he's being modest, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So just, help me hold it down if you would. Like I said, if you got anything that you want to bring out and, address, just go ahead and let me know, okay? And we will tackle that, okay?
Khan, sir.
Okay, so today, what I was gonna do, previous last week, what we did was we went over how to, hold on, let me grab my notes. Okay, so last week what we did was we went over how to use prepositions, okay? We went over how to use, hold on. Okay, so last week what we did, so we've been tackling this Hebrew, okay? We started off by, just learning words, by learning the actual alphabet, okay? If you want to call it that. And last week we went into some prepositions, okay? And how to use them, okay? And basically, understanding that we also went into possessive adjectives, okay? Let me show you what we've been doing, okay? If you can just let me know if this is comes in clear. I'm gonna try to, there it is, okay? Okay, so we've been doing prepositions, okay? We've been doing prepositions, and we also have been doing Possessive adjectives, okay? We've been doing possessive adjectives. Okay, and last week what we did was we went through some new words, and we had sisters, brothers and sisters, you know, take the new words that we put in the class and actually implement these prepositions, okay? So that's where we were at last week. Okay, so this week what I wanted to do was give some more words, some more root words, okay? I wanted to introduce some more root words into our vocabulary, okay? But before we do that, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and read. I'm going to do the sounds, okay? I'm going to do all the sounds in the Hebrew. Hey, Sharatazar, I got a question for you.
Go on, sir.
Okay, what would you call the Hebrew? What would you call the Hebrew symbols? Would you call them alphabets? I mean, like if you're talking to somebody about our language and the sounds and the symbols, how do you like describe it? That's because the only thing that I've heard is alphabet, which I just really don't like calling it the alphabet because it makes you think about or relate it to the English, okay?
Right.
The English alphabet or whatever, or their language. So what do you just call it the Lashawan Qadash? But when you're talking about the Lashawan Qadash and the symbols and the sounds, how do you describe it?
Or you can just you can say the Hebrew letters or the Hebrew characters or the Paleo proto script, or you know what I mean? Instead of using alphabet, you can say, look, these are the Hebrew letters. Right. These are the Hebrew, the Paleo proto scripts or the characters.
All right, but say that again, the Paleo proto scripts?
Yeah, you can say proto script. You know what I mean? That's relating to characters, the Hebrew characters. If you don't want to use alphabet.
Proto script.
Right.
Okay, that's a good one. I appreciate that. I think that's what I'll go with that for now until maybe something else comes along that gives me a better handle on describing or talking about this Lashawan Qadash. Okay, so just as protocol of what we usually do in the class. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sound out all of the protoscripts in the Lashawan Qadash, okay? And then I'm going to have Officer Sharatazak do the same thing. And anyone who has hit the link and is live in the class, I will also let you go ahead and run through the protoscripts of the Lashawan Qadash, okay? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll get started, okay? These are the sounds of the Lashawan Qadash protoscripts, okay? A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. Okay? And I like to take my time and keep each sound separate. That way I'm not like putting them together and just running through them, okay? I like to kind of keep them separate so you can hear each individual sound, okay, and how it should be pronounced or, verbalized, okay? So if you would, Officer Sharatazat, you go ahead and you could run through the proto scripts, okay, and then we'll let the next individual in the class run through it, okay? So if you would, go ahead, Officer Sharatazat.
Wakhan, sir. Before I do, I just want to let the viewers and the listeners know that proto just means original. You understand? So when you hear the word proto, it just means original or primitive. You know what I'm saying? And this is the original language. This is the first language, which is Hebrew. Paleo means ancient. This is the Lashawan Qadash. This is holy tongue. This is a separate language. You know what I mean? So don't be confused or confounded when you hear the word proto. It just means original. Just like paleo just means ancient. You understand?
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. The water for that. That is some good information, okay?
Wakhan.
Okay, go ahead.
Wakhan, sir. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Fa.
Okay, Most High Christ, the water, Most High Christ. And you see how the officer keep all the sounds individualized, okay? So you know how to pronounce each sound, and then when you're reading it, or even when you get to the point where you can start actually writing letters, you will know how these sounds should be pronounced and put together, okay? And that's another thing that we've been going through is the connectors, okay? The connectors on these sounds and show us how to put them together, okay? When they're individual sounds or when you have to like join two sounds together, okay? So KJ, let me see what we got going on in the, okay? Yes, KJ, if you would, sis, go ahead. There you go. Okay. Go ahead, KJ, and go through the sounds if you would, sis.
Sir. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, sir. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha.
Most High Christ, Most High Christ. Good job. Okay. So with that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through these new root words, okay? What I'm gonna do tonight is put up some new root words, okay, that we have not introduced into the class as of yet, okay? So we have new root words, and what I would like to do, okay, is have Officer Sharatazat, okay, if you could, anybody who's in the class, go ahead and write these down okay? And when we get through going through them, I'll put more up, okay? We'll put some more root words up, and these words is, you're gonna need to know these words, okay, eventually, to be able to read and understand the Lashawan Qadash, okay? Because like I said, previous weeks, what we did was we implemented the, selected. Trying to look at my notes. Okay, what we did was we implemented the prepositions, okay, and the possessive adjectives, okay, which gives these root words their more of a meaning, okay, and also it makes them more. It also can make a word feminine or masculine, okay? Okay, so what I got here is I got some new root words that have not been implemented yet in our class. So I want to go through these words. What you want to do is go ahead and put them in your notes and write them down, okay? So you will be familiar with these words, okay, when you're reading, okay, the Lashawan Qadash, or the Hebrew, okay? So, Officer Sharatazak, what you could do is start from the top, okay? And just go ahead and sound them out, and then, say the actual meaning of the word. So, some of these words, if you think, because I put the connectors in because the workbook that I have is in the Assyrian, okay? So I went ahead and sounded it out and put the connectors in the ancient, okay? And if you think they're not right, you just let me know, okay? You understand that, Sharatazak? Sharatazak, you got me?
Wakan, can you hear me, sir?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Wakan.
Okay. So what I want you to do is go ahead, give everybody a couple minutes to write the words down, and then you can start going through the words. Okay, can you see them? Okay.
Yes, sir. I can see them. They clear.
Okay, Most High Christ. That's good. So yeah, just give them a couple minutes, let them write them down, and then you can run through them. Go ahead and sound them out. And if anything you want to bring out as far as the words are concerned or whatever, and go ahead and read the meaning of the word, okay? And then once we get through that, we'll put some more root words up on the board, okay? And if you have any examples or anything like that you want to bring out, adding the prepositions, like if you add, let's say, let me look at one real quick. Okay, like the first word, okay? That first word is wall, right? Okay, so wall, if we put let me see, if we put this is kind of what we went over last week. So if we put a ha at the end of wall, what it would be that would make it her voice, right?
Kana Wakan.
Ha. So then the pronunciation would be a little different, right? Or would we have to change or just leave the ha separate? I mean, like that, right? Kwawaha.
Kwawaha. I think it is, yeah, I think it'll be Kwawaha.
Right. But then now this makes this voice feminine, her voice. Okay? And that's some of what we went through for the past couple of weeks. Okay? And but for now, what I want to do is just go ahead and introduce these new root words into our vocabulary. Okay? So, but this is just an example. Kwawaha would mean her voice, not just voice. Without the ha, it's just voice. You put the ha on the end, okay, and now it becomes a possessive adjective, which makes it assigns it to him or her, they, them, okay, it makes it possessive, okay? So the voice would be her voice if you put the ha on the end, okay? I just wanted to bring that out. That's what we went over for the past couple weeks. So this week, what I wanted to do is just give us more new root words, okay? You understand, Sharatazak?
Kana Wakan, sir.
Okay, Most High Christ. So we got these new root words, okay? And whenever you're ready, Sharatazak, you can go ahead and read them, sound them out. What I would like to do is I would have the participants in the class sound each sound and then put it together and then read the meaning of the word. But since I only got Sister KJ in the building going live with me tonight besides yourself, I'll just let you go ahead and sound out each sound and then put it together, okay? And then read the meaning of the word, okay?
Kana Wakan.
The water.
Are you on the bar, sir? So the first word is qua wall, which is voice or sound. Qua wall.
Salakia, if I could. So what, like I said, what I like to do is go ahead and pronounce each. Okay, go ahead and pronounce each protoscript. Okay, pronounce each individual sound. Qua, wa, la. Okay, and then you put it together. Qua wall, and then qua wall means voice or sound. Okay, and if you want to elaborate further and maybe put a prepossessive on the end, or if you want to put a possessive adjective on the end or a preposition on the beginning, then you can do that. But I would like to say each sound and then put them together. Then put the sounds together, how they should be pronounced, and then read the meaning of the word. So, okay, Tawada, go, if you could, go ahead.
Are you on the bar, sir?
No,
all right, so the first word, all right, is you have qua, you have wa, and you have the la. So the qua is separate. the wa and the la, you're going to connect that, which is going to give you qua, wall, which means sound, voice. Qua, wall. All right. The second word is it says that's the na, that's separate. Then you have the kha, that's the kha, that's the CHAA, the kha, like khataza. And then you have the ha. All right. You're gonna connect the kha and the ha, which is gonna give you na kha, which means smite. That's how you would pronounce that. Na kha. All right. The third word is the ya. That's separate. That's the ya. Then you have the la and the da. You understand? Those are all separate, which gives you the word bear or give birth to. All right. So it's ya, la, da. Ya, la, da.
Salakia.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, if I could, that la ya da. Hold on 1 second. Okay, right. So ya la da. Okay. I just wanted that sounds. How does that sound, Yushuratazak?
That sounds.
Ya la da, or should it be ya la?
Nah, your lad would mean boy.
Okay.
That's what your lad mean.
Okay.
That
so
would
this
mean
is correct.
That's
Ya
correct.
la da.
Khan.
All right.
To bear or to give birth.
Right.
That's why it sounds familiar, because your lad means boy.
Okay.
All right. So it's ya la da, which is bear and give birth. All right. The fourth word is 1,000. What's that word? Military unit?
Yes.
Okay. That's 1,000. Military unit, right? So the first letter is a, then you have the la, and then you have the pa. All right? That's a la. A la. That's 1,000 or military units. All right? That's how you would say that. A la.
And just for everybody, if you've been in the class, you know. But this symbol, this connector is what we call it. Okay, if the two ends of the connector is pointing down, that means this sound is to be pronounced individualized.
Right.
If you have a connector that points up to two prepositions, or I'm sorry, Salakia, to two, what was it called?
To the
Protoscripts.
Khan.
If this connector points up to two protoscripts, that means you have to join this sound together. You have to join these sounds together, okay? And what I should have did was, I should have wrote the word so you can see that, okay? How it's spelled, and then that you would see how Okay. So the first word would be, But I have trouble with my markers. Give me 1 second right here.
Con.
Just want to make sure we are familiar and stay. Okay. The first word would be qua. Qua. Wa. Right? And la. So in this instant, right, since the wa and the la are connected, what do we have to do? KJ.
Salakia, sir.
Okay, since the wa and the la are connected in this word, qua wall, what do I have to do?
You have to connect those two and take the last letter off the last symbol, so it would make it wall,
Right.
instead of wall.
Yes, sis, that is right. You right on it. I appreciate it. I have to drop the last. I have to drop that A. Okay, I have to take that A out because these two sounds are connected. Right? Okay. So if it was not connected, then it would be qua wala. But since they're connected, okay, it's going to be qua wall. You understand? Everybody understands?
Sir.
Okay. Water, sis. Okay, so I just want to, anybody who's new in the class, who may not be live in the class with us, if you want to get in, go ahead and hit the link. Okay, you can join us. Don't be shy. Okay, but that's what I want to bring that out. And what I do, I just want to bring that out and let you know, Sharatazah, I always try to bring up and point out as much stuff as possible. You understand?
Con.
Right. So I just like to point out as much stuff as possible to keep brothers and sisters engaged and understanding. I know this is something that we went over before, but it might be somebody new in the class, and I just want them to understand every time we do something and explain something that we try to cover it all. You know what I mean?
Right.
I understand that I'm putting these new root words up, but at the same time, I want anybody who has not been here, they will see. And listen, if you haven't been here and you need you need any material that we may have, like the Hebrew proto-scripts, all of the sounds and symbols, I can get that to you. You just have to go ahead and put your information or ask the question in the chat, okay? And let me know what you need, okay? We had a chart up here, but we had to take it down so we can make adjustments to it. And I'm gonna try to have that. We should have that back up on the wall by next class, okay? I apologize because that should be up, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to bring that out when we're connecting two sounds, what you do is you drop that last letter on that sound, okay? So now it's quote wall. If these were individual sounds, it would be qua wala, okay? So give me a second and I'll go ahead and write the rest of these out so we can see what I'm saying, okay? Just like right here, these are going to be individual sounds. So just give me 1 second right here, okay? Okay. Okay. All right. How's that look, Sharatazak?
That looks too off, sir.
Oh, no, I messed up the last one. Hold on. Okay, now it's okay.
I can't really see the last one. It says what? Khaya?
Kaya. Does that sound right?
Khan.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's start from the beginning again, real quick, and we'll run through it like real quick if you could.
All right, Khan. All right. So the first word is kwa, wa, and then la. And then you're gonna connect it. You're gonna connect the ya. I'm Salaka. You're gonna collect the wa and the la together. All right, which is gonna give you qua wall. All right, which means voice and sound. All right. The second word is na. And you have the kha and the ha. You're gonna connect the kha and the ha, which is gonna give you na kha. Na kha. That's how you would say that. Na kha. You understand? When pronouncing the Hebrew, you don't want to that kha and that ka. A lot of people get that mixed up when reading. It's two different sounds. All right. The third word is ya, la, and da. All right, which means they're all separate, which means bear, give birth to. So it would be pronounced ya, la, da. That's how you would pronounce that. Ya, la, da. Ya, la, da. You know? All right. The fourth word is the first character is a. You have the la, and you have the pa. The a is separate. The la and the pa are connected, which gives you Allah. Allah, which means 1,000 or military unit. Okay. The third, Salakia, the fifth word is the tha, and then you have the kha, and then the tha again. All right, the tha, the first character is separate. The kha and the tha are connected, So you would pronounce that thaqaf. Thaqaf. All right, which means under, below, in place of. Okay. The sixth word is kha, which is separate, and ya, which is also separate. All right, which means alive or living. So how you would pronounce that is khaya. Khaya. Okay.
Okay.
Salakia,
Go ahead.
I have a question. The second word, nakha, in the Assyrian, the ka symbol, is it different? It's the ka symbol.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yes, I got. Yeah, I don't know what was I doing. Oh, that was the other cop. I put the water,
The
sis.
ka, sir. I was like, which one is it? Is it the
I put the
ka or
other
the
cop.
ka?
I was running through it. Somebody's on top of it. Okay. That
Ka,
is
sir.
Most High Christ, the water to you. Okay. So that should actually look like. That should actually look like that. I had it turned sideways. Right? I took that and turned it sideways. Okay? Most High Christ.
Most High in Christ. Sis caught it, man. You tell somebody's in Hebrew class.
Sister KJ be on it. I'm not gonna hold you up. She be on it. You know what I mean? Listen. I got a list of students who be in here on a occasion. They are always in here. And tonight she just beat everybody because she's the only usual suspect in the room tonight. And I was surprised. I am surprised. But she just beat everybody out. Okay? But Most High Christ, you know what I mean? Like, we all got stuff to do and, things going on, but this sister right here be on it. And I appreciate you pointing that out. The water, sis. The water for that.
Ayanda, sir.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
You know, it's the so-called New Year's Eve, so they out popping in firecrackers.
I didn't want to say that. I don't want to. Hey, you got to be careful. Somebody might take you to counsel for saying it. I learned my lesson the hard way. Keep my mouth closed. Okay. So that's why I say I understand brothers and sisters got things to do. We all got, we're in oppression. Okay, this is oppression. This is our captivity. So I understand. You know what I'm saying? I do understand. Okay, I'm not gonna hold nobody up. I understand. Listen. We as officers, we know, right? Shiraz is out. We know. We would love to give more of ourselves to the Lord, but this captivity has got us in a bad position, okay? So also what I wanted to do, okay, Shiratazak and also Sister KJ, before I take these words down, you know how I put the ha at the end of the quawal. Is there any other word here that you would maybe think you could put a preposition or a possessive adjective on to to make the word, you know, feminine or masculine, or to give it, how can you say, possessive. You can make it possessive, like it's they or him or her, you know. So if not, we'll just go ahead and take it down and put up some new words. It's just something I thought we could try to, you know. Let me see if anybody in the chat, what's going on in the chat. I haven't looked at the chat in a minute, okay? So like earlier, I put the ha on the end of the wall, okay, which made it her voice. Let's just do one more. Pick one, okay? Pick one of any of those words, and let's do one more and see how we can change that word, okay? I'm gonna look and see which one I can do, and Jiratzah, you can do the same thing, and also KJ. Let me see. What we got? Okay, I got one.
So like this, so I have one as well.
Okay, tell me what you got, sister.
Using the thakaf, and put ha behind it. I mean, not ha, but ka.
Okay, which word are we working with?
Thakaf, the first to last one. Thakaf.
The cock.
Khan, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me help. Let me get this out of the way so we can actually do it. Okay, so we're looking at the word, the cock. Okay, the cock. What are we doing with the cock?
Putting ka behind it.
K-A?
Khan, sir.
Okay. So what would that, okay, hold on, let me do that. Let me go ahead and do that. Now I get to actually use that symbol that I was trying to use earlier. Right?
Khan, sir.
Okay. I appreciate it. See you trying to help me out. Okay, so go ahead, and now what is this word? What is this word? How does this change this word?
It changes. So it's the ka. So
Okay.
that would
And what does it mean?
means under, below, or in place of you.
But how does the ka change it?
How does the ka change?
How does the ka change this word?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Okay.
It makes it possessive, like it's not just.
Without the ka, this is what it means, right?
It means under, below, or in place of.
Okay, now I put the ka on there. What does it mean now?
Under, below, or in place of you.
You sure?
As a possessive, if it goes behind the word,
Hold on.
ka means you or your.
So, Salakia, sir, if I could.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you're right. There it is. I didn't have it highlighted, so it was obscuring me. Okay, so it should be right. Right. Okay. You're absolutely right. Okay, because I was looking at something else. Okay,
Sir.
if that is so funny because I could use that same ka and put it in front of the word. Let me just take this out of the way. Okay, I can take that same ka, that is so crazy, and put it in front of the word, and it would make it as under.
Sir.
It would make it like under or as under. Okay, so that's crazy. We can use that same. We can use that same protoscript. Okay, we can use this same protoscript and put it in the front or the back, and it changes. Okay, the meaning of the word. Okay, okay, that's the Hebrew. Okay, you had some Shabbat.
No, sir, it's too up. It's too up.
Okay, don't sound correct. Okay, so that's a good example. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take these protoscripts down. Okay, and put some more up. These root words is what we're dealing with tonight. Root words, and see how we can change these root words with just putting different protoscripts in front or behind the word, right? And it makes it changes the possessiveness of the word. Okay? You got something you want to bring out, Shabbat? Go ahead. Don't sweat.
Kind of, sir.
All right. So. Okay. Spaghetti goes. Use a different black seems to be running out. Use the red. Qadash. What's that? Okay, can y'all see that on the board? Co-op.
Kana Wakan, sir.
Okay, Most High Christ. So let me. Shiratzak, go ahead and run through the words real quick, and just double check my connectors. I think I'm good, but just double check it.
Kana Wakan, sir. All right, so the first word, all right, is I, which is separate, the Wa, which is separate, and the Da, which is separate. So you would, when you pronounce it, you would say I-wad. I-wad. All right, which means still, yet, again. All right. I-wad. Second word is the Pa. It's separate, and the Ha is separate, which means mouth. So you would pronounce it Paha. Paha. All right. That means mouth. All right. The third word, the first character is Taza. All right. The next one is Ba. That's the Ba. The Taza and the Ba are connected. And then you have the A, which is separate. All right. So that word is Tazab A. You would pronounce it Tazab A. All right. That means army, war, host. All right. Now the fifth word is the first character is Taza, which is separate. Then the second character is the Wa. It's connected to the Ha. All right. So you would pronounce that as Taza Wa. All right. Taza Wa, which means charge or command. All right. Taza Wa. All right. The next word is the Ha. It's separate. That's the ha. And then you have the ya, which is separate. And then the ah, which is separate. Right? You would pronounce that as ha, ya, ha. Ha, ya, ah. Salakia. It's ha, ya, ah, which means she or that. All right. So the last word is, we're very familiar with this word. It's the qua. It's separate. Then you have the da, which is connected to the wa. All right. So you would pronounce that as Qadash. All right. Lashawan Qadash. That word means sacredness or holiness. All right.
The water, Most High Christ. Good work. I appreciate you.
Are you on the bar, sir?
Nah, man, you're doing a good job. Appreciate it. And the class over to you soon. So what I would like to do again, okay, let's look at these words we got on the board and see if we can put a possessive adjective or a preposition. Okay, the prepositions would go in front of the word, and the possessive adjectives would go in back of the word, at the end of the word. Okay? So let's see if we can come up. Sharatiza, I'm going to put this up so you can see it also. I don't know if I'm sure you have this, but I'm just put it up in front right here. Okay, so you can see what I'm using.
All right, Kano Khan, sir.
Okay, and these would go in front of the word
Khan.
to make it a preposition.
Preposition, sir.
A preposition. I'm sorry, Salakia. To make this a preposition. Okay.
Kano Khan, sir.
Okay, and then also I have some possessive adjectives. Okay. So I have some possessive adjectives here.
Okay, that one I don't have. I would have to copy that from you.
Let me send it to you real quick. I'm going to send it to you right now.
All right, Kano Khan. The water,
Okay.
sir.
Hold on 1 second. Now give me a second. I'm going to give this to the officer real quick. Send this to him. Okay. Hey. I got you, Sharatiza. I just saw your message, okay? I got you. The water.
Kano Khan, sir.
Most High Christ. Appreciate that. Get me right. I need his help keeping me, keep me out of issues. Hold on. Just give me a second. I'm trying to do something here real quick. Y'all give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you can see that, Sharatazar.
Kana, sir. Kana, sir. I got it.
Yeah, no sweat, buddy.
The water.
Yeah, no sweat. How are you? All right, so, yeah, so, all right, using the words that we have on the board, okay, let's see if we can use a possessive adjective or a preposition to change the word, okay? Okay, Officer Magazar, I can send it to you right now. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me try to get that to you right now. Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm trying to do something over there.
I'll send it to him, sir.
Oh, okay, most time press the water.
Kana.
Officer Magazar sent me these. I sent you 2 different pages, Sharatazar, so he said he think he needed 2.
Kana, sir.
I know Officer Margazar was having issues with where he was trying to get into the class, but go ahead and hit the link again, brother, unless you jammed up at Slave or something, see if you can get into class. We love to see your face, you know what I mean? Okay, so let me take a look here. Let me take a look here and see what I can come up with okay, with these words up here. This I see one before I even get started. Yeah, so all right. Anybody wanna give it a shot? I'm gonna take this part out. Okay, so I'm probably gonna use the word mouth. That's an easy one. Okay. And I can put the wa or the ha, okay, after the word mouth. Okay. So if I put the wa, what does that make that? KJ.
Salakia, sir, would make it. You said the wall, correct?
Yeah, I just put the wa on the end of paha. So now it's pahawa.
So it would be his mouth, he or his mouth, its mouth.
Right, perfect. This makes it masculine. And how can I say it? Also, it makes it masculine. Okay, but we can also make it feminine, right? How would I make it feminine, sis?
Salakia, sir, instead of using wa, you would use ha. And that would make it her mouth.
That is absolutely correct. You got anything you want to add, Sharatazak?
I was looking at the what was it? The war.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay.
I was just gonna turn it into a preposition and just put the la in the beginning.
Oh, that's a good one.
Just say to war.
Right. That's a good one. I like that. That's
La tazab'a.
to war.
To
I
war.
like that. Yeah, that's see that these officers always got it on their mind to go to war. Be ready to go to war.
That's right.
I don't care if it's with the household or the government. We's ready to go to war.
Damn
Okay?
right. Anybody can get it.
Right. It's always on our mind. Okay? Always on our mind. That's mad. That's Tawab. So this would be to war. Okay? That would make this to war. Okay? Good work. Good stuff. And this is, see how you just add these prepositions and possessive adjectives, and it changes the root word. But the biggest thing is you got to know the root word, right? You got to, you know what I mean? You got to know that word. You got to know the word, and then you see that la at the beginning of it, or a wa at the end, or a ha at the end, and you know what you're dealing with. Okay, but you got to know the biggest thing is these root words. Okay, you got to know the root word. These words have to become familiar to us. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and take that down. Okay. And
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I have a question. When we are using possessive adjectives and prepositions, are they always going to be separate from the root word when you write it? Like, or if you read it, will they always be separate, or sometimes do they seem to be together with the word?
Okay, so you want to answer that, Sharatza? Because I can go ahead. I can get it. I just you know.
No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so it, all right. How can I say this? When you read it, it's going to be together. I don't know, okay, but you, like I said, you have to know the root word. So the root word, okay, the root word is war. Tazab'ah. Tazab'ah. So if you're reading and you see Tazab'ah, you'll know that it's saying war. But then you might read a little further in, and it might say La Tazab'ah. So now you know it means to war. And it's gonna stand out to you. If you know this word, okay, if you know this word and you see something in front of you, you're gonna be like, oh, I know that word. And it's saying La Tazab'ah. So you're gonna be like, what is that La? You're gonna know Tazab'ah means war. So you're gonna be like, okay, the La means two. You're gonna have to remember, okay, the La means two. This is to war, okay? So that's what I was bringing out for the past couple of weeks. It's the root word, okay? The root word is always going to be that word, okay? But then you might see, let's see if I can put something behind it. Okay. Okay, so now you have Tazab'ah Nawah. So what is that doing? What is that done? What does that do to the word, sis?
It you said Tazab Nawah, so you have two possessors after it.
Okay, that Nawah makes it possessive, but the possessiveness is it he, she, your, our?
Our.
Right. So now this is our war. Tazab'ah Nawah means our war. Okay? But the root word never changes, right?
Sir.
The root word is not, that is the important part. That's why I'm giving you these words. The prepositions and the possessive adjectives will change. And that's how the Hebrew works. Okay? You're gonna be able to take this root word and make it possessive. Okay? Or you're gonna be able to make it past tense or future tense, okay? Feminine or masculine. But the root word is never gonna change. And that's why we give you these root words with the meanings, because you're gonna see prepositions and possessive adjectives in the front and the back of these words to give them meaning. You understand?
Sir.
Okay, Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
Water, sir.
No sweat. The water to you. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this down. And what I know we put up numbers. We went 1 through 10, I think, in the class. What do you have in your notes, KJ? As far as numbers go.
Sir, I have 1 through 10, sir.
Okay.
I have, yeah.
Okay. I got some more numbers I want to go ahead and go through. not to, you know, get off of these root words, but I do have these numbers. Okay, and we should have those in our notes. If I have information, I'm going to pass it along to you. Okay.
So like it, sir.
Go ahead.
Like what Officer Shock is bringing out is what the focus is that root word, because in most cases when you read the Hebrew, the preposition and the possessive, in most cases when we read it, it's always separate. It's not connected to the root word. You know what I'm saying? So you would read la and then the root word, and then you would read the possessive at the end. In most cases, you're not going to be confused if you know the root word. You understand? You would know the preposition when you read it, and then you would know the root word, and then you would know, okay, this is a possessive because it'll have the ka at the end, or you would see the in most cases you would see the possessive. I don't think any word, Officer Nashak, have you ever read any word in the Hebrew that ends with a ka, that just it doesn't end, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you read a word and it has like the possessive, it doesn't just end like that, does it? Because I don't think I've ever read a word like that.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying, and that's a good point and a good way to you know, address the sister's question. But like the character, like the word is just gonna be the word.
Right.
Okay? Okay, the word is gonna be the word. I don't care if the last symbol in the word is ka or wa, but the word is the word.
Right. That's
If
right.
the last symbol in the word is ya or ha, and you have to add a ha to the end of it to make it possessive to her, it's just going to be ha ha or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Because we read words like that too.
Right. We read that if you are following us in the Sabbath class, sometimes it'd be ha ha. You'd be like, what the heck? You know what I mean? Like,
Salaki, sir, Salaki. And that's why I asked, because when we read, like when we in the Sabbath service,
right.
I see stuff like that while y'all are reading, and I'm like, okay, is this or is it that? So I try to understand, and then when you're reading it in the Assyrian, it's like they have those dots in between stuff. Sometimes they have like dashes and
Right.
stuff like that. So it kind of throws me off because I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean?
Okay, those dots and dashes get me right from. So what I've heard, or what I have not done a serious study on it, but I know you know, Captain Warrior was going into it, and those dots and dashes are it was the Assyrians' way, or the fake Jew, how he implements vowel sounds into our words. Okay, so those dots and dashes can really jam you up. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not saying not to learn it, because knowledge is, you know, paramount, but those dots and dashes does not correlate with the ancient Hebrew, the way the sounds we have. They actually are trying to implement what was the sound? What was the vowel sound, Shiraz?
Like, like a wa, like, you know how you hear the word shalawam, the Y would make it, you know, like saying peacing instead of peace.
Mm.
So they implement the Y. You know what I'm saying? That's how Esau jam you up. But we know that it's shalom. We know
Con,
that
sir.
we know that it's peace and not piecing. So when you read most words in his how he write it, he implements those, those vowel symbols in a lot of the words. That's why the words, when you read them, they might sound a little, when we try to pronounce them, and it's really just him trying to throw us off, man. He just implementing his he just bastardized our language. So, you know,
Con, sir.
but here's where, with this class is how you're gonna learn to dictate and dissect the Hebrew and understand what you're reading. You're gonna be able to see, all right, Esau done put a vowel here. It's not supposed to be this. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what we do at the Sabbath service all the time. Me, Austin the Shock, and Shakar Itazab, like we sitting there reading it, and we could see what the jumps up. You know what I
Con,
mean? So
Right. So, I'm not, listen, you can definitely, you can Google it. It's out there. The information's out there to teach you how to implement those dots and dashes. Okay. And they'll tell you what those dots and dashes mean and how it affects the sound of the word. Okay. Like with those dots and dashes, you see the character and you know the sound, but that dot and that dash is actually making you make the sound different. It's making you put an I on it or something, or what was it was a vowel sound. I forget what the vowel sound was, but I think it's more like an I you're trying to implement.
Con, that's what it is, sir. That I,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're trying to stick that in all over the place because that's I don't want to get too, I don't want to say nothing wrong, but they're basically trying to change the sound of the words, okay, and make it sound like. That's why here's the thing, when you hear those fake Jews speaking Hebrew, they're doing all that, and they're implementing sounds that are not there. They're making it sound the way they want it to sound to make so the word actually adheres more to their culture and the way they want to speak and talk. Okay, but that's what those dots and dashes are. Okay. So as far as what we've teaching you so far are these root words. The word is not going to change. The word is the word, but there's going to be prepositions, okay, and possessive adjectives before or after the word that gives that word a more definite meaning. You know what I mean?
Con, sir.
And if I could, sir, if I could add something else in the shop, this is why the fake Israelites, you hear them say stuff like, Yeshua
Right.
or Yahweh, because
Right.
they're reading it as Esau have it. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand the ancient Hebrew. We deal with hard sounds. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with vowels, simple.
Right.
You understand? So
that's it right there. You just nailed it, Sharatazat Awana, for that. Them dumb Negroes who want to be like their slave master is actually using his vocabulary, okay, and not the ancient vocabulary that the Most High gave us, okay. The proof is in the pudding. It's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why there's two different symbols, okay, because in two different languages. Well, not two different languages, but two different writings, okay? Because our oppressor is his whole duty in life is to go against the Most High. Okay? That's all he wants to do. That's all he cares about is himself and his flesh and his belly, okay? And he doesn't care about what the Most High wants and what the Most High, you know, has set in place. And he shouldn't, because it wasn't given to him to care about. It was given to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? We're the ones who were given the charge to implement these laws, statutes, and commandments in this language that the Lord gave us, okay? So that's that, you know what I mean? That's why we do what we do, because it's going to be a new breed of Hebrew in the earth, okay? And it's started in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
Sir.
Most High Christ. Okay?
The water, sir.
Now, don't sweat the water, you sis. I appreciate you being so consistent and true to what we doing, okay? And Most High Christ to your husband, okay? Most High Christ to y'all. And, you know, the Lord bless y'all household, okay? With that, okay, listen, with that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and end the class, and we'll get into these numbers next week, since we're so close to the time. Okay? And again, the water to you, officers from Akazak. Okay? The water to you, my Officer Mashamar. Okay? The water to Brandy. Okay? The water to Officer Magazar. Okay? Bruno. The water to everybody in the chat. Okay? Everybody in the class. John B. Okay? Okay? So, the water to everybody, you know, that joins us and this fight to take back these law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave us. And you know, fighting for this is so wonderful that we, the people in this school, we see past. Listen, we see past a nice car and a nice house, and we want a kingdom. Okay? Right. We want a kingdom. I don't want a nice house in Esau's kingdom. I want a kingdom of my own. Okay? That's what I want. I want the whole, like Esau tell you, he'll give you a piece of the American pie. I want the whole pie. Okay? I want the whole thing. I want it all. I want a piece of the pie. I want the whole thing. Yeah. And it was promised to me through YAHANNA by the Most High, you know what I'm saying? YAHANNA, okay? And that's what I want. That's why I come here 5 days a week and be in this school, okay? Because I want the whole pie, not a piece of it. Okay?
That's right.
And listen, you got anything else you want to add, Officer Sharatazah?
Con, sir. You know, Most High in Christ to you, sir. You know what I mean? Holding it down. You know what I'm saying? You know, brother like me can't do what you doing, man. And that's why you know what I'm saying? That's why you're
listen, if I could, don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. You do amazing things in this school, okay? Listen, we all see it, we all know it. That's why you're able to help me. Okay, we all got our, you know, the talent that we can use. And as long as you're doing that, okay, to the best of your ability, under Christ, nobody can ask more than that. So listen, it might sound crazy, but I thought about you before I even came to the building tonight, and I said, man, that brother, you know what I'm saying? I know, because I'm thinking about when I was your age and what I was doing, you know what I mean? So listen, what you're doing is no less than amazing, okay? So keep doing what you're doing. Don't sell yourself short. I'm telling you, when I was your age, I said, man, that's a hardcore brother. You know what I mean? To be able to do what you're doing, going through what you're going through, and the fight I know that you got to be putting up. Listen, don't sell yourself short, okay? You are an amazing brother. You're doing some amazing work. Keep doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, and being, you know, a good soldier for Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right, sir. You know what I mean? And the water for everybody in the class too. And Marshamar dropping some heavy knowledge. You know what I mean? He said that the Masoretes are the name of the Jewish scribes who implemented those dots, dashes, and sounds. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to get in the chat, and if you want to know more about, you know, who implemented those dots, those dashes and sounds, it's the Masoretes. You understand? Marshamar is another Hebrew scholar, sir. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
listen, I know. Hey, big up to Lashawan.
Hey,
I've seen this brother come into class and say some stuff, and I'll be like, God damn, that brother, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their part and their role. No
right.
matter where you at or what you're doing, use your talent to raise up more brothers and sisters for Christ's army so we can rule on this earth again, okay?
Damn right.
Most High Christ. Don't sell yourself short. You in this school, keep fighting, okay? Keep doing the work of the Lord under Christ.
Also, sir, if I could,
Go ahead.
brothers and sisters, look, if you ain't get this book right here. It's the biblical Hebrew textbook and workbook. You can learn about, you know, um, these dots and these dashes and all that. You know, Austin the Shop got the same book. He actually got his book before me. When I saw him with the book, I was like, damn, I got to get mine. You know what I mean? So make sure you get this book. You know what I mean? So you get in text and learn.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
true. That's true. Listen, the book can help you, and you can get it used. You can get that book used on Amazon or other eBay, other sites. But if you can't get the book, and you can maybe, you know what I mean, hit me up or hit Officer Shirazazah, and we can, you know what I mean, we can make copies of whatever you need or what you want out of that book and get it to you. You know what I mean? If you're not financially able, you don't have to get the book. If you can, fine, get it used. It might have a little writing in it here and there, but get the book used, if you know. But if you can't, and there's something you think you need out that book, you just let us know, and we'll make copies of it or whatever, and email it to you, or whatever we can do to help you out. Okay,
Right.
so you know that's that. All right. Okay. Anything else?
Nah, sir, that's all I got, sir.
Okay, again, I would like to say the water to you, Officer Shirazazah, for helping me hold down this class. I appreciate you, brother. And Lord, allow I'll see you in the AM, you know, when the sun comes out, okay, on this wonderful day. And the water to you, sis, KJ, the water to everybody in the class, in the chat. If I didn't call you out, Salakia, okay, my bad, but I'll definitely try to be more diligent next week or whatever. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end the class. So I'm going to salute y'all brothers and sisters out, okay? I'm going to say Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barak, a thumb to the brothers, okay? And Yahweh Shabbat, a thumb, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai to the sisters, okay? Okay, we're the I.S.U.P.K. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Okay, okay. So with that, shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
The water.
First breath I took, a life too surreal. Second breath I took was the pivot and strike, finish the kill. Influenced by might, with every sickness reveal. I'm gon' pay back, fuck the dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Gotta endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. I.S.U.P.K, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. God is straight but made greater. In my return, left you my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't rule, let's it get approved. Won't take a step till it get confirmed. On the tape, it was made for our sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak and bring hell like them crackers can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I want payback for the scars in the slave memoirs. Till Christ arrive, I can't let it slide. Ignore the lies, the only free will that's before your eyes. It's life or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow, and I pull a trigger while my lips kiss the marrow. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this wicked life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood, I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. Till the score settle with DB, I die for the cause. Just to hear them angels of blood. And I'm true about every word I say. Cause I know my victory on the way. Nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my dick go hard, and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? It's real, I be walking with the makers. Boy, this life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my dick go hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? It's real, I be walking with the makers. Boy, I can't be touched. Came through in the clutch. They hate but they can't doubt us. We princes of the proud, but what you know about us? Even all around us. But a nigga straight, I told you I can't be touched. Only angels walk at my place. And I'm grateful for the words that had me to live. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my next. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael. My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's 144, I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My U.P.K soldiers ain't no phony, no pretending. We in it for the crowns, fuck friends, we want dominion. In the election ascension, I hope I make it through. Give a damn what a bitch think, as long as my niggas know I'm true. Betray your kind to get success, we make it through the eye of the needle, nigga. I'll be as life may be hard, but I can't give up. On my dick go hard, and I won't give up. And could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? It's real, I be walking with your niggas. Boy, I got it, it's hard, but I can't give up. On my dick go hard, and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? It's real, I